Let's go. Week 5 is here. Hope your guys' week 4 matchups went well and you got that dub. This is going to be my week 5 quarterback tiers. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you scroll down, hit that like and subscribe button. Help your boy out. It helps me a ton. I try to bring you the best fantasy football content to help you win your league. I'm going to give you this ranking in tiers from top to bottom. And I'm going to show you the guys on the bye week. Make sure that your lineup. And let's start balling, baby. Let's dive into it. So first off, here's the board of what we're looking at here. So the 4 teams on the bye actually couldn't come at a better time for these teams, which is kind of crazy how things work. So you have Deshaun Watson, who missed last week with an injury. Justin Herbert, who, popped his finger at half or whatever, left hand, little fracture on there, give him a bye week to heal. Geno Smith, who also took that dirty hit in Monday Night Football, came back, still played through it. And Baker Mayfield and the 3-1 Bucks. Man, that's just crazy to me. So make sure all these players out of your, out of your lineups for week 5, of course. I mean, you don't want to leave them in there with buys going on. Now, my Ballerz tiers at the top. These will be my top 5 scoring quarterbacks, then tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and a couple, sleeper plays, which will pretty much tier 4, but I'll call them sleepers, for like 2 QB throws or if you have mad injuries or something to look at on the waiver wire. Starting off with number 1, the man that is on a mission, Josh Allen. Coming off a 40-point game versus the Miami Dolphins. I mean, he looked like he was a man possessed. And until anyone outperforms him right now, I think he just took the number 1 MVP in Vegas odds and everything. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Gabe Davis looks good. I mean, he's even running. I mean, it's impossible to stop this guy right now, if you want my personal opinion. They get Jacksonville, another high-stakes game for them, and I swear Josh Allen plays up to the competition. It's just weird, like, look at the Dolphin game, boom, and look at week 1. It's just different with him. I think that he's going to do it again, 30 plus points. Jacksonville, he is my number 1 starred QB this week. Number 2, they survived the Jets. And I don't know if I'd call it survived or a little help from the refs, whatever you want to call it. But now Patrick Mahomes gets the Minnesota defense. And this Minnesota defense secondary is league worst. I mean, them and Philly are both just decimated. This should be a smash Patrick Mahomes play. The question I have with Patrick Mahomes now is how much is Kelce's knee really hurting him? Because Kelce hasn't even had a big game yet, and they're still holding on by a thread with each win. Kadarius Toney's been a ghost. I mean, Valdez-Scantling, all of them. The Pacheco looked amazing though last week in the run game, but the pass game hasn't clicked fully yet. And I feel like this is the smash Patrick Mahomes pass game where he's going to get 30 plus points, 3 touchdowns, a weird shovel play touchdown or something like that, I like Patrick Mahomes as my quarterback 2 this week. The tush push king, man. Number 3, Jalen Hurts. They have to do something about this tush push thing. I mean, every 3rd and 1, every 4th and 1, every goal line play, it's just an automatic touchdown for Jalen Hurts. He's pretty much a 25-point average. He gets the Rams this week at home in Philly. It's going to be, the reports are now that Cooper Kupp is not going to play really. He needs to be 80-90%. Another advantage for Philly. I see Jalen Hurts running over them. He's going to be on my ballers list at number 3. He's pretty much going to be on the baller list every time. I mean, it's Jalen Hurts, but I like him at number 3 this week. Number 4, Tua Tagovailoa. So last week, I mean, you can look at that Bills game however you want. I watched the whole game front to back. He did get 2 touchdowns called back, about 2 to 3 plays that were 20-plus yards called back. It looked really, really sketchy to me. Even on that Waddle touchdown, that holding call was really iffy. When Tua's healthy and this offense is full go, he's always a baller. Always going to be in my top 5. They get the New York Giants. The only problem here, why I don't have him higher is the Giants are so bad. This game, the game script could hurt Tua this week. Could be Devon A. Kane Mostert show, but Tua's always going to be up here. I think they can score 30 before half of it starts, so he's going to be in my top 5 this week. And last to make the Ballers list, who showed up last week, Lamar Jackson. Now, he did it with his legs in the red zone, which worries me. They don't have much of a run game, which is kind of scary, but they get Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh pass D is 6th worst versus the pass right now. I mean, Mark Andrews did get 2 touchdowns, but Lamar ran 2 in also. I mean, Lamar had like a 30-point game. He's finding his groove on the ground. Todd Monken's offense is starting to click a little bit here in. I want to see Zay Flowers get more involved. I hope they get OBJ and Bateman back, which will give him more weapons because, Duvernay was looking like a struggle out there. But this should be, again, another smash Lamar Jackson game here. Pittsburgh, you don't even know if Kenny Pickett's going to play. I mean, he's practicing today, but Kenny Pickett looks really, really bad. I mean, I hate to say it, but he is not taking that second league jump like you thought you saw in the preseason. This should be a Baltimore run over game right here. Heading down to number 6, who almost cracks the top 5. He just needs to put together a full game. So Anthony Richardson has been a superstar draft pick if you got him. But here's the thing. Last week against the Rams at home, he had 0 points at half. And I was like, what is going on with Anthony Richardson? Is he not the guy we thought he was? No. Second half, he came out and dropped 29. Brought it back to overtime. They still lost the game. We don't know the Jonathan Taylor update yet. It looks like he doesn't even want to play for the Colts now that he's coming off the pup, which that will hurt Anthony Richardson a little bit in the run game. But this guy's so dynamic with his legs. He's almost into the baller status in week 5 as a rookie. So now he's going to get Tennessee, which they stuffed the run. So this is like a Michael Pittman. I want to see Anthony Richardson open it with his arm here a little bit this week, a little more than normal, and see what he can do. But I like him at number 6 this week. Number 7, I'm going to do it. I'm going to ride the train here. We're going to get Justin Fields, who, if you follow the updates, right? So last season, same thing. 0-3 start, and then he blew up. Same thing as this year. 0-3 start. He had like 10 points, 9 points, 8 points, nothing crazy. Week 4, I know, bam, blew up. He gets Washington, who just, went to overtime with the Eagles. They played a little better than I thought. But this is another Justin Fields smash play right here. Like, I feel like you can get 20 points here, 20 plus out of Justin Fields. Maybe DJ Moore will find a deep ball here on a scramble again. And DJ Moore looked good last week. We need Mooney and Claypool, man. He might be gone. But Cole Kmet found the end zone twice, got one called back. Khalil Herbert took over the backfield 100. He had 80% snaps or 78% snaps. So the Roschon Johnson hype stopped. They started using the good players they have. Give me Justin Fields at number 7 this week. Heading down to number 8, Kirk, the man that just gets it done in a win or a loss. Kirk Cousins is always going to give you 20, 30 points with Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is unbelievable. I mean, he's on pace to be the greatest of all time at this point. So he gets the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is what I'm talking about here. This little Mahomes, Kirk Cousins rivalry game. I don't know if you call it rivalry game, but this should be an offensive juggernaut shootout game right here. This should be 35, 30, 32, somewhere in the 60s of the total points of the game. Justin Jefferson should have a big game. Travis Kelce everyone should have a big game here. The defense is non-existent. I mean, Zach Wilson just shredded the Chiefs defense, and that was Zach Wilson. So now you get Kirk Cousins and Jefferson. They do need to get Jordan Addison a little more involved. He only played 50% snaps last week. I think that's because he missed a block on Justin Jefferson and got him rocked. But wide receivers aren't really known for blocking, so I don't really, judge him that much. But TJ Hawkinson was also slow last week. He should have a big game. This is a smash Kirk Cousins play. I'm going to leave him at number 8 this week. At number 9, we're going to get a little hectic here, folks. This guy is going out of his mind. C.J. Stroud is averaging over 300 passing yards a game. Tank Dell has had 2 20-point games. Nico Collins has had 2 20-point games and a 30-point game, 37 last week. I mean, the pass attempts is number 3 in the NFL. The pass yards for him is number 4 in the NFL. Average yards per depth is 8 yards per pass. That's number 3 in the NFL. I mean, his numbers are just electric for a rookie. And look at the board right now. Like, I have 2 rookies in the top 9. That is insane to me. Honestly, I've been playing fantasy for so long. It's crazy to even put him that high. But I got it. Dude, you can't take CJ Stroud out until it stops, man. He's a man on a mission. Give me all the CJ Stroud I can get at number 9. Number 10, I struggled with this one for a bit. Trevor Lawrence, man. I don't know what's going on with Trevor Lawrence. I know they got the win and in London and, early game, whatever you want to say, traveling. He hasn't really looked the same. I'm hoping, this is why I'm putting him at number 10, that a big AFC game with Buffalo will be the answer for him. And Calvin Ridley needs to start getting more looks. It is crazy. Now, they just lost Tre'Davious White, their star corner for the Bills. This should be a smash Calvin Ridley game. So I should have put him higher, but I'm leaving him at 10 for now. I need Trevor Lawrence to step up to even put him anywhere close to where he needs to be right now. But he's still such a talent. I still believe in him. I'm still going to leave him at number 10. At number 11, I'm doing it. Joe Burrow. The reports today are that Joe is moving better than he has since week 1 when he played hurt. Now, I'm hoping that the offense gets to click here. It looks like T. Higgins' rib injury is not going to take him out of the game. They play the Cardinals. This should be 250 passing. If they get a big lead, you'll see a lot of Joe Mixon. But I'm hoping that Jamar Chase finds his first touchdown of the year. I mean, this offense has been so stagnant. I can't believe it. I'm going to say that he's number 11 this week and bounce back against the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals they just get thrashed by pretty much everyone with the Cowboys. I don't know what happened that week with the Cowboys, but I like Joe Burrow at number 11 this week. Number 12, he's finding his groove. Sam Howell gets the Chicago Bears on Thursday night at home. The Bears defense is terrible, okay? I know that he got a touchdown taken away because of the fumble in the end zone that Terry McLaurin recovered. Dude, they just took the Eagles to overtime on a game-winning clutch drive. Sam Howell is not as bad as people think. The offense is finding a little rhythm. Their defense is good, which gives them more opportunities. This is actually a 1 QB. He could start in 1 QB leagues this week. I would have no problem with that pointing at Chicago. I think he might get 20-plus points in this game. Number 13, Monday Night Football. Jordan Love. See that he's having the same problems that Anthony Richardson is having right now. I'm sure they'll get it figured out. So Jordan Love is like 0. I think he has like 4 or 5 points in the first half of fantasy football in the season. Like he just doesn't do anything in the first half. And then boom, last week in the third quarter got 20 points. And then boom, 5 more points. Like if he can put together a full half, I know he hasn't had Christian Watson and Aaron Jones. They were both on snap counts last week. They're both going to be fully healthy this week. I'm going to say that Jordan Love is going to be QB 13 with a 20-plus, opportunity on Monday night against the Raiders are just trash. This should be a smash play. Christian Watson should eat. Romeo Doubs looks like he's going to be the target leader after all, like everyone said in camp. I mean, this guy's eating up everything. I like Jordan Love at 13 this week. Number 14, I am staying away from the Niner game right now. I'll tell you why in a second here. So, Matt Stafford and the Rams get the Philadelphia worst secondary, decimated by injuries. Just let the Commanders blow them up. And McVay is coaching an absolute gem. I mean, you have Puka Nacua, who's putting up record numbers for a rookie. Tutu Atwell, who's playing out of his mind. Tyler Higbee saw 11 targets last week. It looks like Cooper Kupp is not going to make it back. When Cooper Kupp does, you could even move Stafford up even more. This Rams offense is just looking prolific in ways I've never seen with play calls. And I like Matt Stafford at number 14 this week. Number 15, here we go. It's time to break into him. This is like tough for me, though. I'm a diehard Niner fan. And Brock Purdy gets the Cowboy defense. And let me pull this up real quick. I don't have my phone on me. The Cowboy defense overall right now as a player by itself. So imagine they're like your flex player, right? The Cowboys defense right now in fantasy football by itself is ranked number 15 overall. They take away the ball and score every time. 38 points in week 1, 15 in week 2, 1 point against Arizona. That was like a weird game to me, like I was saying earlier. 28 points against New England. I would put Brock Purdy higher. I mean, his efficiency numbers, QBR rating, everything is through the roof with him. The weapons are insane, but this Cowboy defense is a different breed. It's just like Dak Prescott, so I'm going to talk about them both at the same time. I do believe that the Cowboys or the Niners offense with CMC is way better than the Cowboys. So I'm going to put Dak below, but I think that Cowboy defense is just creating more turnovers. So I put Purdy lower, but this is going to be such a fun Sunday night game for me, especially being a Niner fan. I can't wait. But just because the defenses, I'm going to drop these guys lower. I believe next week I will have both of them higher. At number 17, Jared Goff gets the gambling Jameson Williams back this week. Versus Carolina, Justin Jefferson just ate alive. We're still waiting for that big Amon-Ra game. I mean, he's still averaging 14, 15 points, but he hasn't had that big blow-up game. The only reason I have Goff lower than, say, Purdy or Prescott or any of these guys is literally because Carolina is so bad. I mean, this could be a David Montgomery again, 30 carry game, 2 touchdowns. Hopefully we see some more Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm waiting to see some more Jahmyr Gibbs. He looks way better than Montgomery, but for some reason the coaching staff and they just love Montgomery. I can't explain it. But now you get J-Mo back too, Josh Reynolds. I mean, the offense is going to be clicking. This is going to be a full Lions just eat 'em fest. But that's why I have Goff lower than normal on this one. At number 18, God, I'm literally putting here because of his legs. Danny Dimes looks so bad on Monday night. I mean, I know the offensive line is decimated and they have no Saquon Barkley. The plus side, Wan'Dale Robinson looked really good. If you didn't watch my waiver bar video before, he should be a nice little pickup, possible flex play, especially against the Dolphins. I mean, they're going to be behind by a ton, right? Just depends on how long Danny's going to play and how much the Dolphins get ahead, right? If they get ahead like 70-20 like the Dolphins again, he's not going to play that much. But the running ability is going to be there always. He's going to give you, 6-7 points on the ground either way. And if he just could find a way to pass the ball, I mean, he would have a big week. It's just very tough, to judge him as it is with, how it's going right now. Actually, I need to pull this guy's image up. Hang on. I didn't add him on there. Okay, we'll get back to that. So in other words, I'll talk about it while I'm making it here. Josh Dobbs added, 2 days before the camp started and starting quarterback. And I don't know what the hell is going on here, but Josh Dobbs is starting to click with the Arizona wide receivers. So, I mean, if you even look at it so let's go here. Let me add him up. So if you look at Marquise Brown for the past 3 games, he's averaging 15 points, right? If you look at Michael Wilson, who I called to break out a game late, you could call me on that one for. I mean, I was waiting for him to break out, and he finally hit it late. And the passing volume that they have, they are always going to be behind. He just got 24 points last week. And you're like, Josh Dobbs? Yeah, Josh Dobbs, 24 points. The Cardinals offense is always going to be volume heavy, and volume is king in fantasy football, which really hurts James Conner. I'm not, I love James Conner. I feel so bad for the situation he's in, but they get the Cincinnati Bengals at home, and I'm riding Joe Burrow at 11 this week. I probably should have put Dobbs higher, higher than Daniel Jones and Goff. But he's looked good, man. I can't explain it. He looks a lot better than I ever thought. I thought they'd be a tanking team. They gave the Niners a run for a little bit. I mean, I'm going to put him at 19 this week. He's like a 15-point play, I'd say, 15, 16. Not a bad start, but not a great start. But he's becoming that medium, average quarterback play. At number 19, we are not going to go the Jet with Russell Wilson. I'm going to take Derek Carr to bounce back at New England. Now, the Patriots, you would think at New England is very tough, which it usually is. The Patriots just lost Christian Gonzalez, the superstar corner. They just lost Matt Judon, their superstar player, for 5 years. That is really going to hurt this defense. Derek Carr should actually have some time behind that bad line that they have. And now that Christian Gonzalez is out, I mean, you saw the first play he went out. CeeDee Lamb got a touchdown. The very next play, literally, he separated his shoulder, boom, touchdown, CeeDee Lamb. So this should be Chris Olave bounce back. Chris Olave had a horrendous week 4. I'm not, don't buy into that. Don't sell away Chris Olave. He's really actually good. Michael Thomas and him should both have a big game. Kamara should, I guess, see. I mean, I wasn't high on Kamara, but he saw so many receptions. I can't really say that I was right or anything. So I think Carr could actually have a bigger game here than 20, but I'm leaving him at 20. At 21, Russell Wilson. I cannot believe that they got that win last week. I mean, that was just gift wrapped to him. I don't know what was going on. But on the plus side, they're going to get the Joker back. The Joker tight end here, Greg Dulcich, hopefully should clear IR here this week. I mean, Cortland Sutton, I was down on. He's actually like a 10-point floor receiver right now. Jerry Jeudy hasn't hit his full stride yet. I feel like that will happen. We don't know if Javonte Williams is going to be in or not. But, dude, Jaleel McLaughlin looked good. I mean, it's, 7 carries, 73 yards, 3 catches, 40 yards, a touchdown. For an undrafted rookie out of Notre Dame, he's definitely going to be taking P. Ryan's spot from the looks of it. The coaches love him. They don't really have a quick passing down back. That's not Javonte Williams' specialty. That's his. And Russell Wilson does draw the Jets at home, but that's why I have him solo. The Jets D is good, man. They're nasty, but I like him at quarterback 21. If you need like a 2 QB play, I'm not into starting any 1 QB against that Jets D. So this is like a super flex double QB play here with the sleeper list. At 22, Kenny Pickett, man. I can't explain what is going on with the Steelers offense. I mean, it was like preseason hype of here comes Kenny Pickett, perfect QBR. And then they ran into the real games against the real ones, against real defenses. And it has looked terrible. Like if you own Najee Harris, you should be selling. Jaylen Warren looks better than Najee Harris. George Pickens had a couple big games here and there, but Kenny Pickett's not hitting him. Now they lose Freiermuth. They've lost Deontay Johnson. We don't know if he's going to clear IR this weekend or not. Kenny Pickett, again, super flex play, if anything. I wouldn't, especially against Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore, they do have a weak secondary, but their front is nasty, and they're going to get after him. I leave him at 22 as a deep, dark, desperate throw here. 23. Can you believe it? Zach Wilson. I had to download his picture just like Dobbs right now mid-video because I didn't even think that he would ever make this list. Zach Wilson against the Chiefs on Sunday night. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers was playing for him in his jersey like the commentator said. Like it was funny. I think it was Troy Aikman or whatever was like, is that Aaron Rodgers playing in his number? I mean, he looked unbelievable. He was in a rhythm. He was in a zone. And I don't know if that's going to carry over on the road. I mean, the crowd could have been hyping him up, get adrenaline push, whatever it is. And you're playing Mahomes and, you're playing against a Super Bowl champ, all that tied together. But, I mean, I was super impressed by what I saw after I said sell all the Jets. I mean, if he can play like that consistently, Garrett Wilson will have value. And this should be a Breece Hall smash game against Denver, by the way. But I'll get to that in my running back video. But, yeah, if he can keep that consistency, I mean, Robert Saleh was happy with it for the first time. You actually saw him tell the truth in a press game conference. He wasn't like, oh, he's our quarterback, we're sticking with him. No, he actually looked good that game. So I got to give credit to Zach Wilson. I rid him off, and all of a sudden he came out, looked 10 times better. And it's a hold for me on Garrett Wilson now, too, also. So that's the plus side to that. At 24, Ryan Tannehill. I'm only throwing him above Desmond Ridder and Mac Jones right now because they get the Colts secondary here. So the Colts are just like the Titans. They like to stop the run, but they don't stop the pass. So I do like DeAndre Hopkins here. I think it's going to be a tougher game for Derrick Henry, sledding in the trenches in there. Treylon Burks has been a ghost of himself. Chigakonkwo has been a ghost of himself, and they're talented players. Like if they could just find him the ball, it would be nice. He's again 2 QB flex play for me right here with Ryan Tannehill. Not much else besides that. Last but not least, to cut in at 25, if he clears concussion protocol, Jimmy G on Monday night will get Green Bay at home. And hear me now, If Jimmy G clears concussion protocol, he should, and plays this game, I will take the Raiders for some reason to win this game against Green Bay. I don't know why. I just have this feeling that Jimmy G's gonna come out and have one of those. We're 1-3 games. Let's save our season. Devontae Adams is gonna feast on Jair Alexander. Jacoby Myers will have a big game. Michael Myers might even be, Halloween's coming around. Michael Mayer might even come around and show up for one game. You never know. So that is my list of top tier quarterbacks heading into week 5 with Ballerz tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 sleepers. I'm going to leave Mac Jones and Desmond Ridder off because I don't even know why they're, starting quarterbacks right now. That was a joke. And then don't forget that the bye weeks, Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, Geno Smith, and Baker Mayfield are all out this week. So adjust your lineups accordingly. And as always, guys, if you have any comments, questions, quarterbacks, thoughts, trades, anything you want, dynasty, whatever it is, throw it in there. I'll try to answer them as fast as I can. And that is it for me on the quarterback tiers. I'll try and get my running back, wide receiver, tight end, defenses, and kickers out by the end of the day today. And then tomorrow will be my start. I'm sitting, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like the content. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace. Oh, fuck. What? No. I just did a whole YouTube video on stream on accident. No! What is up, Paul? I just noticed that. Oh my God, V's. No way. I clicked stream instead of record. Oh! Dude, I better be able to download that video. Yeah. No way. J-Mo is back, though. I can't believe I just did that. I didn't even have my screen up or nothing. God damn it. Well, it's going up now. That's for sure. I got to save it from Twitch. God, dude, I can't believe I just did that. I tried not to, I'm trying to go, no cussing or nothing. Are you playing Fortnite later today, V's, or no? Or tonight? Oh, you got rid of the Azeron finally? Okay. Dude, I can't believe I just did that without even knowing. Wow. But yeah, so I'm going to record my running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, and then defense. And then I'll be on tonight if you're on. V's like 8 or 9 if I can crank them out here. I didn't mean to be live for it the whole time, but. Oh, Azeron joysticks, the KBN buttons. All right. Thank you, guys. I didn't mean to do that. But you got the live stream version. All right. I'm out. I'm gonna edit it, and then I'll be back later tonight if you guys are on. Peace.